Good evening and welcome to my live. I've come live today. The energy is very high at this time. I've been channeling quite a lot just over the last couple of hours. Got an awful lot of information coming through. So the energy is very high at this time. So if you get a lot of energy fluctuations, lines going across the screen, I'm actually in a high frequency energy. I'm also in the presence of Horus and my spirit guide team at this time. I'm receiving an awful lot of cosmic information coming through. It's been quite rampant the last couple of days. What I'm going to do first and foremost is just to start live, just to connect with you all at this time, just to run some beautiful activations along the way. So if you haven't seen me live, this is kind of normal. This energy will settle as I go into the flow of communicating what I've received. A lot of this information is channeled, so I'm not able to respond to you all in a more direct way because I'm also in the flow of channeling. So as I'm going to start, I just want to extend a beautiful heart chakra activation at this time. Yesterday was the new moon in Gemini. Gemini has a very pivotal role, certainly within the anchoring of the ancient Egyptian energy. The ancient Egyptian energy as we focus on Osiris. The Osiris are Hu energy. Heru wears the Leo Gemini crown. I'm going to be speaking a little bit about the 1212 gateway, the 1212 gateway, and the 3 and the 4 frequency, and the procession of equinoxes, and the cycle of the zodiac, because it's all connected. Connecting also with the Orion and the Syrian energy. There's a lot of stuff that has come flowing through me. Now, I'm not prepared much. All I'm just going to do is just go with the flow of everything as I do. So first and foremost, as we connect with this beautiful new moon energy, we connect again with the new beginnings, new creation, bringing in a fresh wave of energy. We are now embarking on solstice. We're embarking on summer solstice. Summer solstice, 21st of June 2012. This is interesting because again we have 21-6-12. So it's 21-6-12. Now we're looking at these encodements from a cosmic point of view. We have 6 that sits in between. 6 is the code of man, 6 is humanity, 6 is the macabre. So we also got 21 and the year of 12, which we're in the year of 12. The year of 12. Again, we have the Trinity of Energies. This is kind of interesting. So we have on this coming summer solstice, we've got 12-12, which is 24 plus 30, 3-0. Again, 3-0. I'm going to be speaking to you about the turn of the equinoxes. That is very interesting code. Again, a Trinity number. So I'm receiving an awful lot of codes coming in when I'm connecting up to my higher self, connecting to Horus and my team. So this solstice is quite significant in itself. And this is why I wanted to come live, so that you're witnessing the energy, you're witnessing the information to hand. I'm not sitting behind a screen and I'm not typing away. And it's good that we're all here in a sacred circle sharing the flow of this energy. But I'm also coming live because it's about utilizing the technology that we have to bring forth the divine evidence, and the knowledge as it's being channeled through. So first and foremost, I've shared an awful lot thus far, but I'm going to recap some of the stuff that I've shared already. I've actually shared already about the hearth stones and the Mayan. The hearth stones again connect up with the 42 nebula, which is within the Orion belt. I actually have been encoded with 42.6 in this lifetime. 42.6 is also the code of the Neteru. 42 is the code of the nebula. 42, the 42 nebula Orion. Now these three particular stars, which is Elntak, Self and Rigel, within the Orion belt, actually align. It is a pyramid of stars. Now these pyramid of stars correspond with the hearth stones. I have last 2 years been channeling and connecting, even going live, saying we're birthing new stars from this particular Orion, the nebula. And this kind of is coming all to a fruition within this particular year. I am channeling an awful lot of stuff through Horus, connecting with the spirit of Horus, because I work with the spirit of Horus as a spirit medium. But I'm also connecting up to my higher self as well, working cosmically, working multidimensionally, bringing an awful lot of information through. So what I've got is I'm aligning these three stars down to the hearth stones, which is the Mayan, the Mayan side, because back in ancient times, I picked up and I'm connecting up to the Mayan side, 11,800 BC. I was pulling that information through, and again I was getting hearth stones, I was getting the Orion belt. So I'm going to connect that. Then I'm going to also now move forward. We have 12-12-12 gateway. This is taking place in December. We have the 12th of the 12th of December 2019. 2019 is 12-12-12. So basically what we have with 12-12-12, we get 36. Now this year's winter solstice is going to be happening on the 21st of the 12th 2019. Again, this is again winter solstice. We're adding these numbers together equals 36. I'm actually channeling a lot of this stuff as I'm connecting a lot of this stuff coming through. I'm actually Leo myself, working within this energy and light. So I'm been working through. I'm also received certain signs. Even when I was in the park yesterday, I posted these photos. I was getting a lot of signs, visual signs as well, synchronistic signs showing me, yes Elaine, you're right. I shared these photos as well on my Facebook, because I'm utilizing the avian energy, and it's the avian energy that I'm also working in, as well as the feline. So now going to the equinox, the cycle of equinox, and this is why I'm actually beginning to feel that we are changing a cycle this particular year, more so this year than 2012. But between 2012, we got 2012 and 2019, we have a 7-year cycle. So that 7-year cycle is completing now this year. This 7-year cycle from 2012, which was year of 5, okay, to this year, which is year of 12, but also being that master year. And then you got, if you break that down, it's a trinity. It's a power of 3. So basically, we have what you call 12. I call it 12, 12, 12. A lot of people working at the lower end would like to call it a year of 3, but I'm calling it a master number because this year is about mastery. So I'm also going to tell you now a full cycle of the zodiac, the full cycle of the zodiac. Now we go forward at 3D. At 3D, we go forward. So we go, as we go, you know, we go, like, we go, for example, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and so forth. So we go forward. But when we look at the processional cycle of the zodiac, in the cosmic sphere, it goes backwards. Okay, it goes backwards. So when we hit on the ancient times, and I'm going to speak a little bit about the fall of Atlantis, the fall of Atlantis taking place in the age of Libra, and that was around 14,000, I believe, 14,000. Because what I was showing is the fall of Hu, H-U, fall of Hu. Now Hu is the fall. There's also the Atlantis. Now what happened in Atlantis, there were certain energies coming in. So basically Atlantis was such a beautiful age, and then it started falling. Because basically what you have, you kind of have the golden age, and then it starts going into silver, copper, is it silver, copper and iron, and then we go up that way, and then we start going golden, you know. So we have this cycle as well, but we also, within that, we have cycles like the zodiac cycles. So basically you had the fall of Atlantis, and then there was a period of time of transition between Libra, there was Libra, Virgo, and going up into Leo, and the Egyptian pantheon, the Egyptian golden age started in the golden age of Leo. And you had the Sphinx, the celestial Sphinx, a lot of cosmic shifts taking place around the age of Leo. That took place summer equinox, which again is the 21st of June, 10,948 BC, which was beginning of Leo. So basically we start again, and they started from Leo, and we're starting from Leo. So basically what we have, we do in the breakdown of these of the procession of the equinoxes is we divide these into 4, and it's the 4 seasons within the procession of equinoxes. Now within that you have so many years going on. So technically you have the first age. We're splitting these down into ages. Now for some reason I just want to give you something like this. I don't know if you can see it, but I've been doing my scribbles, So basically, you have the age, the first age, the age of Leo. That's when the Sphinx, the pyramids, and all that started appearing around that particular time frame. And again, there was a transition phase between the fall of Atlantis and Egypt. We're talking about transition phase between 14,000 up to 10,948. So there was a transition of two zodiac cycles where pyramids were popping up and being built around this planet. So there was a gap going on. And there were certain activations, certain pyramids coming up in the Mayan, around South America, Egypt. I know there's been some in China as well, in the Asias and so forth, the Baltic region. So there are pyramids popping up. So what we got. And I'm going right back now, is I'm going into 12 gateway, and I'm trying to explain this in layman's terms because it's quite technical. So basically we have the 12 equals 36. 360 degrees. The 360 is a full cycle. Okay, it's a full age completion. So basically 36, 12 is 36, 360 degrees, accompanying that into the cycle. And if we're looking at transference going from Pisces into Aquarian age. And a lot of people thinking it's 2012, and then I'm sitting here looking at number frequencies. 2012 is year of 5, this year is year of 12, and then you've got to add these frequency numbers up together, and I've got to work this out more fully. But this particular year, for us in the Ascension process, is huge, because I'm picking this up that this could well be the year, because I'm pulling up the 4 pillars. I was shown by Horus the 4 pillars here, the 4 pillars, and each in these 4 pillars are 3, and they're 3 cycles. So basically what you have is 4 predominant ages, and I'm going to tell you now. The first age that dawned was Leo. That was summer equinox. Okay, and then the second one, the second major one. So you have three zodiac ages between that. So, and then you go into Taurus. Okay, the Taurus is the 4th age. So you go 1, 2, 3. So the 4th one is Taurus, and that came in autumn equinox. Autumn equinox, I'm picking this up around 4,468. So then you go, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the 7th one is the Aquarian age. So basically we're in the 7th age, and that takes place at winter equinox. Now, for me, a lot of they say it is forecasted 2012, but I'm also picking up significant shift this year with 12 gateway, also happening on the 21st of the 12th. I'm getting 21st, 12 of 12, or 12, 21st, how you would put your day and month. So again, if we put 12, so 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. So again, we're having mirrors of 1, ones and twos if you're going to put it into the universal way of putting your date. So it will be 1 2, which is December, 1 2, and then 2 1, which is the date, and then 1 2, which is the total amount of 2019, which is 12. And then you go again, another 3 steps, takes you in to Scorpio, and Scorpio again takes you in to the is going to be the 10th, the 10th cycle, and that takes place during a spring equinox. And that is forecasted around 8492 AD on this planet. So we are going through major cycles. Now, usually these cycles again have a rough estimation. Again, a rough estimation around between about 5,200. I'm just trying to think. It's 2,600. 2,600. So you're looking about roughly around 5,200, something like that, between these gaps. So it's kind of interesting. But I'm actually picking up some great shifts taking place this particular year. And the reason why I'm bringing in the 360 degrees, the 360 degrees is a full cycle. The full cycle, divide that into each particular age. That is 30 degrees. So there's a lot of stuff coming through with regards to that. I'm also picking up stuff, trying to decipher a lot of stuff coming in with regards to this particular winter and this particular year with the equinox energy that's coming through. So you have 30 degrees this particular summer, and then you have 300, it's the 36, 30 degrees and 36 on these particular equinoxes. Now that is some significant codes coming in with regards to the procession. Reason why I'm getting stuff like this coming through is because I'm working with Horus. I'm fully aware of past life stuff back in ancient Egypt concerning the Nama palette, and the Nama palette, I'm a code carrier for the Nama palette. The reason why I'm able to bring certain stuff through is because I'm carrying specific codes. I'm also picking up, and when I connected with the Mayan, I was connecting with Seven Makor. Seven Makor is a past life name of Horus back in ancient Mayan times. Again, Seven Makor in Mayan times had the eye of the sun, had eyes of the sun and moon. And again, Seven Makor gives me the number 7 again. Number 7 is we're completing that 7 cycle between 2012 and this particular year. And I'm been given this information during past life stuff recently. And I thought I'd come through just to bring this stuff in. Also, this particular year, we are being called to balance ourselves, and this is basically what the equinox, the procession of equinox is about. It's about bringing into a greater sense of balance. And I've shared in a previous live about balance and being the balance, and about the balance of the north and the south. And as I was connecting with the north and the south, I'm connecting with the Hyperborean timeline. This is why we are entering a major change, a major shift, because many people are now connecting with Hyperborean energy. So as we're connecting with Hyperborean energy, north and south, we are having an increase in solar activity, also an increase in the Aurora Borealis energy, which is often seen as gold or green, phenomenal lights, as in the northern lights. People call it the northern lights. Now I'm going to share with you certain past life stuff that's connecting to the Hyperborean timeline. But I also know that Horus and I had a lifetime in Turkey back in the late 17, early 1800s, and our surname was Burrell. And we often carry names over in our timelines. So basically what we have in the because Horus is the very essence of the sun, he works with the solar energy. So basically what we have is we have within this sphere, and I've been shown that both the earth can be cyclic and round, and it can be flat at the same time. Cyclic and round and flat at the same time. We can have the earth as we will it to be. It's metaphoric, and this is what I've been shown. And I've been shown the polarity of the earth. I've been shown the north and the south poles, and how we have recently we've recently had a pole shift. But within that is a pole that goes down at the centre of the earth. It goes down into the centre. I've been shown what you call a golden sun and a black sun. This is what I've been shown. And the golden sun sits at the top, the black sun sits at the bottom, and it's hidden. Okay, and I'm going to show you now stuff from a creation point of view, creative point of view, goddess point of view. So basically you've got the golden sun at the north, the black sun at the south. Now the golden sun at the north represents the masculine energy. The black sun represents the feminine. Now I'm going to tell you now what the black sun represents. The black sun represents the void. The void. So basically the void is from which all creation is manifested. Okay? But there are other metaphors as well. There are other metaphors as well for this. In Egypt, they say that the golden sun represents Ra, and the black sun represents the Amun, and when they merge together they become Amun Ra. Okay, so basically that becomes the balance. That's the balance, Amun Ra. So this is ancient Egyptian philosophy. So, but I'm going to tell you from the masculine feminine point of view, because this is where we're at the moment. We've got to merge the north and the south. And this is where the Hyperborean timeline comes in, because Hyperborea is etherical. It's andronymous, whatever you call it. As Horus calls it, there is no law agenda basically in Hyperborea. There are no laws of gender. It was purely etherical. So basically there was no, what you call, no male or female. Everything was unified, one. You know, everything was like that. It was only when it came to Lemuria, the law of gender decided we're going to have masculine, feminine. So basically we're going through the history, going back into the history of this particular planet, and I'm going back into the history of the root races and so forth. So basically we have the sun at the top, the golden sun at the top, the black sun at the bottom. Now the black sun is a feminine principle, okay, and that feminine principle is now igniting because that sun has now risen up here. And this is where we become the balance. And it is the balance. And basically, the feminine is not going to be hidden anymore. The feminine is not going to be hidden away. Because the feminine has risen. She's now come up here. And they're going to merge like this. This is basically a union, one, balance. So what we are looking at in a metaphoric sense of Hyperborea is bringing and bridging that balance of the masculine, feminine, and this is what's been happening the last couple of years with the energy. Everybody's talking about the masculine, feminine union, twin flame union, bridging that balance and so forth. So metaphorically, the golden sun and the black sun, the north and the south, has to come into union. So, and again, that is also demonstrated with the ancient story of the eagle and the condor, and they've got to fly side by side. So technically, the north and the south are coming into balance. There cannot be any walls or divides between north and south. And this is something that's happened in Americas. A wall has been created across the borders, dividing north and south because of 3D problems and situations that are affecting the planet. These are 3D problems and situations. This is, you know, something that is not replicated in a higher state of consciousness. Because when you're sitting at a higher state of consciousness, you will know that wall. Well, yes, you know exactly why that wall's being created or co-created. And it's about separation. Separation is a demonstration of separation consciousness. So basically, what we do is we have to say, right, we're not going to have this wall anymore. So this is basically what I'm getting. There's been a wall separating the north and the south. So I'm talking about metaphors. Metaphors. So what does Borel mean? Borealis. It means north wind. Okay, north wind. And aurora borealis, aurora south wind, aurora borealis is the activation of the Hyperborean portals that still coexist on this planet at this time. So this is an energy that I and my twin flame, twin ray working. This is something that I've been activated to for quite some time. I know that we've carried certain names throughout our timelines, just like I'm carrying my name Elaine comes back. It derives from Avalon and so forth. So I know certain stuff that happens. What I'm going to say to each and every one of you, and I feel I might do a workshop. I may do a workshop on this. Is that part of my Ascension path readings involves looking at dates of births, looking at dates of births, looking at the numerology, looking a little bit at the natal chart, looking at the planetary and elementary influences. It also forms part of your Akashic record. It forms part of the plans that you have come down here on this earth to achieve. Certain numbers have frequencies. They tie in to your plans, they tie into the tones, they tie into the sufficios, they tie into a wide range of frequencies and vibrations that you need to tap into to unfold. It forms part of your journey, it forms part of your ascension plan. I do this part of the mentorship program that I run, and I also do this part of the Ascension Path readings that I facilitate as a service. So there's an awful lot of stuff in terms of number frequencies that I'm working in. I'm deciphering. I am going to be working on an energetic. I need to be working on an energetic write-up with regards to the solstices coming up, because the 21st of June 2012 is 30, and then you've also got 36, the 36 on the winter. So this is interesting. Again, we are in the age of completion, and this is what I've been shown. The age of completion, that means what we need to fulfill, what we need to undertake, we're in the time of receiving. So what we need to do is we need to undertake this time to receive the energy, to receive our development, to put ourselves onto courses, to put ourselves to gain the knowledge, to also go within, to seek yourselves from within, work out your soul timelines, your Akashic timelines, work out from that what direction that you need to be moving yourself forward with, what areas that you need to unfold. It is a time for healing as well. Often or not, we, as we're in the time of receiving, we sometimes are like, right, I've come up against a brick wall here. What do I need to do to overcome that? So, you know, this is what we're in this tide at this time to receive, receive the abundance and the blessings that are being poured forth our way, certainly around the solstice time. There is significant cycles taking place this year, significant cycles. And in this Gemini season, as I was connecting yesterday, was connecting with the new moon in Gemini, I was also connecting with Venus and the Venetian energy. As I was connecting with Venetian energy, I was connecting with abundance, I was connecting with blessings, connecting with love, the love frequency. So it's very important that we are working towards the new beginnings. Again, I want to connect as I'm connecting with the dark, the black sun, the void. This is the very essence of creation that is now in balance, and it's about the masculine, feminine, in balance, in unification, and one. Now, the black sun, the void, is a representation of creation itself, We are here in this time to be the creators and the co-creators of our own destinies and our own realities. We are here to empower our ascension. Each and every one of us as souls in this time, we have come into this space, we've come into this grace, and we are here to manifest our own ascension plans, our journeys. And this is as unique beings, and I say this as unique beings, as souls on this path, as well as a collective. Now we have to work upon ourselves in this tide of ascension, to take responsibility for ourselves, because if we don't do this, how are we able to reach out and help other people? So basically our growth, and if you look at ourselves as trees, and if you look at ourselves, look at the black sun, for example, being the roots, we're underneath and it's hidden away. Okay, so the void is always hidden away, it's always hidden. The womb, okay, is always hidden inside the woman. Okay, so basically if you think yourself, right, that we've grown from this void, we've grown from the black sun, we've grown from the womb, and we've come out into this light. Okay, and we've come out into this light, into the tree trunk of the tree, and we're growing and we're evolving. Okay, and as we're getting up, we become the branches. We're expanding, we're growing, and we're reaching out. Okay, and these branches can also represent the lotus coming up from the mucky waters. There are different metaphors that you want to sort of kind of envisage. So basically we're here at this time, at this equinox time, to be the bridge, to be the balance, and to be one. Oneness is a key, and we are unlocking that inner oneness through love, through compassion, through purity, and it all starts from the sacred chamber of your heart. So this is some of the stuff that that's coming through. I could be writing a book because I'm sitting here writing away, but I just want to present some key points live with regards to the solstice energy that's coming up. I want to say God bless you all. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for supporting me. I will take a look at your comments after the video and respond where it needs a response. I want to say to you all, keep shining. I know it's been a challenge. I know sometimes I sit and observe it sometimes. I know a lot of people have needed healing. So I want to say, before I go, I just want to connect. I always connect with you all in a sacred circle. So if you would like to create a sacred circle with me, and it's beautiful because we're all around the world and we're creating this beautiful circle of light. Just as we're creating this circle of light, just envisage that we're holding hands in this sacred circle of light, and we're building this beautiful ball of healing energy coming in from the galaxy, from the universe, from the great central sun. We envisage a beautiful golden light, and as we envisage this beautiful golden light, we're sending this beautiful golden light around the world to heal and to empower all these souls that are in need of it at this time. I want to connect with those people who are in hospital, those who are ill, frail, injured, receiving treatments. I also want to connect with those who are at home, the housebound, those who are in care, those who have no one to care for them. To those who are in palliative care and who are facing end of life, and to those who are bereaved. I want to send healing out now to those who are in conflict, in warfare, famine. To those who are homeless, and to those who are suffering from emotional distress and psychological, psychiatric illness. And to those of you who are in need of healing at this time. I also want to send healing at this time to two people that I know. I want to send healing to Mario. Mario is not well. He's had some nausea problems. Mario works very hard at uploading all the channelings on YouTube. So he's not been well, so please bear in mind brother Mario at this time. He works so hard uploading all the messages onto YouTube. I also want to send thoughts and prayers out to Lisa Bukowski, and if there's anyone else that are that are in need of it, we will send healing at this time. So I'm going to, as I say, I'm going to now send those thoughts and prayers and intentions to all those you are naming at this time. So send those thoughts and prayers to all those who are named. So it is done. I want to say thank you very much to you all for joining me at this time. God bless you all. Good night. Here from the UK. I will be uploading this onto YouTube as well. And if you want any services, private services from me, please do feel free to contact me, send me a message. God bless you all, and I'll talk to you all soon. Thank you very much for joining me.